the Artist Interrogations Podcast.
I'm Poppy. This is Victor Wilt. Thank you for joining us.
Kind of funny. I've done hundreds of interviews, and for some reason this one, I got a little bit nervous about it.
Oh, well, don't be nervous.
Well, I'll do my best.
Okay. Let's do it.
No, it should go well. Tour just kicked off a few days ago. How's everything going so far?
It's pretty exciting. I haven't done my own headline tour in many years, and I'm happy to be back.
Well, I was really excited when the tour was announced because the last few tours you did were opening slots. And, being such a huge fan, was stoked to be able to come out and hear a full set. And you just dropped this awesome new album, Negative Spaces. So I would imagine we'll hear a few songs from that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting to perform new songs.
Well, you did a killer job on Jimmy Kimmel the other night
Thank
with
you.
the current single getting pushed to radio. What are some of your favorite songs off this new album?
My favorite song is probably Vital or Centers Falling Out.
Centers Falling Out is excellent. Very brutal. Very brutal. And that one, I would imagine, is pretty fun to perform live.
Yes, that one's up there for sure.
Yeah, 2024, as a Poppy fan, was awesome. How was 2024 for you with all of the different things that happened, starting right at the beginning of the year with Violence Against Nature, with Bad Omens, one of the biggest rock/metal tracks of the year?
Last year was quite exciting, and I feel like it took me on a lot of winding adventures. I got to go to Europe and America many times. We passed through in the summer and got to go to the Grammys at the beginning of this year for a song that was nominated with Knocked Loose, and I feel like the adventures are just beginning.
Very excited to see whatever's going down in 2025, because, the Bad Omens track you collaborated on was just great. Suffocate with Knocked Loose, that's probably the best metal track of 2024, and it was so cool to see the two artists nominated for a Grammy. I was bummed you didn't win, but, how is anybody going to take out Gojira with that Olympics performance?
Gojira is excellent, so they're very deserving.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how many times I watched that video from the Olympics. It was just so good.
They're so great, and the theatrics and it all.
Oh, yeah. So you've collaborated with a lot of artists over the years. What are some of your dream collabs, if you could, make a song with anybody?
I would say André 3000.
That would be pretty sweet. Yeah. And with your diverse catalog, I could definitely see that happening.
I like his flute album.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
It's wonderful.
Any other good newer album recommendations I should dig into? I program 12 different radio stations, so I'm always on the lookout for anything out of the box.
Certainly. I could probably just send you things I've been listening to recently.
I'd be down, for sure. And aside from all the new music you put out, we can get back to Negative Spaces in a minute. I wanted to talk to you about Improbably Poppy. The YouTube, you put it out a few months ago on Veeps, and it started popping up on YouTube, which I'll admit surprised me because some of the content's so wild. How do you sell that to some of your fans who haven't dove in and checked it out? Because they're really missing out if they haven't checked out that series. It's one of the most insane things I've ever seen. It was so funny, so crazy.
Thank you. I would just say you start and then you work your way backwards and then forwards again.
It's definitely a multiple watch kind of thing. Some of the scenes just had me rolling. The guy trying to figure out what cake had human remains in it.
I love our detective scene. That was one of my favorites.
That was excellent. I think that was in the first episode, or?
I'm not sure the order, but I do remember it was one of my favorites to film.
It had to be a lot of fun. It was just so funny, and kind of a throwback to when I first found out about you, which was when you were primarily doing YouTube stuff back in the day. It was funny. The first time I heard your music, I saw the video for X, some website, Metal Injection or somebody was like, check out the bloody new Poppy video. So fired it up, didn't know what to expect. You go from this, straight metal into like a psychedelic Beatles thing with the cult vibes in the video, kind of like Midsommar before that movie had even come out. And I was all excited to go home and tell my daughters about it because, I'm always trying to turn them on to good new music. And they're like, Dad, we know Poppy, okay? We've watched Poppy for years on YouTube. So.
I love that. They were ahead.
They were ahead. They turned me on to a lot of good music. My daughter went to the Tyler, the Creator show in Phoenix a couple nights ago. And it's another artist she turned me on to.
Yeah, he's excellent as well.
So good. Yeah. So good. So, yeah, my daughters, Taryn and Maddie, huge fans. They wanted me to tell you hi.
Hello.
And my girlfriend, too, when I reconnected with her, we were talking music, and she had gone to see you just prior to that in, like, Hartford or New Haven. She lives in Connecticut.
I'm uniting the family.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, my gosh. All right. This is a sign.
This is great.
Because, once I saw that video for X, I got way into your stuff. Not too long after Scary Mask came out, another just excellent song. And then the I Disagree album came out, and that Concrete video, I was just hooked by that song.
Thank you.
So
we'll play that tonight.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it live. Talking to Jacobo at Sumerian over the years, I was at a radio convention with him in Vegas. I don't know, but it was around just after I Disagree came out, and he was telling me how far ahead of the game we were, because I played that album start to finish on my morning show.
Oh, wow, thanks.
I've done that with a few of your albums. So
thank you.
Definitely the first rock station playing you.
That's what I heard.
Well,
so thank you for that.
Absolutely. Huge fans, and we definitely play more Poppy than anybody else at this point.
Thank you so much.
But it's been great to see with New Way Out, finally getting some of that radio love you deserve.
Thanks.
How did the writing process with Jordan Fish work for that album?
Well, I was in between a couple tours, but we wrote New Way Out together as the first song. We had 2 days together, and we said, let's see what happens. And we came out with that song, and then I went away on tour for almost 2 months, and then we resumed, and we finished the record.
Well, it turned out great.
Thank you.
And, being a fan of Bring Me the Horizon, I assumed we'd hear a little bit of, Jordan's influence in there. But the album really has a little bit of everything that I would come to expect from Poppy. Even right toward the middle of the album, you get into a crystallized and pop it up. And it's just such a fun song. The live version you did of that, when you also covered Sabrina Carpenter, it was just excellent.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think Jordan Fish, as a producer, he's very inspired by many different genres, as am I, and that's what we really connected on.
It was a great, great combination. I think that the two of you working together put out probably my favorite album since I Disagree. I liked all this stuff in between. But
thank you.
It's just really cool to be able to sit here and talk to you, because I know you don't do a lot of interviews.
Yeah, thanks for sitting here and talking to me.
Absolutely. At this point, we were briefly interrupted by a forklift outside of the room that we were doing this interview in, so things went a little bit off kilter. Forklifts are kind of metal. I don't know, they lift heavy stuff. Well, I guess while we wait for the forklift, we could talk about cats,
It's the longest forklift.
Yeah, I know that you post a lot of stuff about your cat, Pie.
Yeah, it was his day the other day.
Yeah.
Pie Day.
Do you have him on tour with you like you sometimes do?
He's not here right now. He's at home. But he was out with me in the summer for a couple of days. He seems to like home a lot lately. We have a lot of windows now, so
nice.
I get to look out those and see the birds.
Yeah, my two are getting very excited now that in Idaho it's starting to warm up a little bit.
Yes.
Because they're primarily inside cats, but, in and out of the yard. And I think I remember years ago you had some kind of a scare with your cat with, like, it swallowed a hair tie or something like that.
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah,
so,
he is a little bit too adventurous sometimes, and he likes to taste test everything.
Hair ties. I had to take my cat Koopa in for a hair tie incident one time as well. Thankfully, he just did his business and cleared things up. But
Yeah. They're very special creatures. He couldn't survive without me. I know that.
I have a little kitten. She's about 10 months old, and she disappeared for a couple days during a really bad winter weekend. And I was just a disaster, just a total disaster. But did the door-to-door thing, found her in a garage, and she's been very happy to be at home recently.
Aww.
So
I'm glad she's okay.
yeah. Anyhow, tonight, the Complex in Salt Lake City, Poppy with Kumo 99. Anything you want to say about the opening act? I wasn't familiar with them prior to the show.
I would say to check out Kumo 99. I've been a fan of their music for quite some time, and we have some mutual friends in Los Angeles. I think they're really spectacular. Their music is really fun, and I think they're great performers.
Well, from what I've seen online, it looks like it's going to be a fun show tonight.
Absolutely.
You know, Salt Lake partying on a Sunday is a good time. So
Yeah, they're out of church. They're ready for a Poppy show.
that's right. That's right. And hopefully we should have a good amount of people coming down from Idaho. I know listeners were pretty pumped on the show. And
Great.
yeah, hopefully we can get you up, since you're blowing up, get you up to our arena before we know it. And,
Yeah, just right here.
tear down
moving.
East Idaho. Heck
Let's
yeah.
go.
So any exclusive 2025 stuff you can tell me about, or is it all secret for now?
Lots of touring, lots of shows, and music.
All right. Are you going to do any more Improbably Poppy?
I hope to. That is on the wish list.
Awesome. I will definitely check it out. I've watched it multiple times.
Oh, thank you.
It's just so unhinged and crazy that, yeah, I'd love to see more of that. It was really cool to see you get back to putting out some of that weird content, doing the almost Borat style stuff where you were the fortune teller in the booth. And yeah, it was just so cool.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely. And again, Negative Spaces, if anybody listening hasn't picked that album up yet, my favorite album of 2024.
Thank you.
For sure.
That means a lot.
Just so good. I can't wait to hear many of those songs tonight.
Great. You have a great night tonight.
We will. Brought a few friends that are also fanatics. So yeah, we're going to have fun. And thank you again for giving me the opportunity to meet you and chat with you.
Thank you for talking. Have a great day.
You too.
The Artist Interrogations podcast is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.